Hey everyone, and welcome to my podcast. My name is Tawana, author, speaker, coach, and fitness instructor. I am simply here to inspire, encourage, and motivate you to pursue your God-given purpose by uniquely being you. Thank you so much for joining me on this week's episode. I do pray that you are blessed and encouraged as we learn what it means to be graced and guided. Hey you guys, and welcome back to Grace and Guided. My name is Tawana. Thank y'all for joining me and tuning in for another week. Hope you guys are blessed and having a good one. I am doing well myself. Thank you again for tuning in, y'all. I'm going to just jump straight into it. Listen, I want to talk real quick about staying in your lane, right? And really just understanding what that means, because I think we get it confused and get it mixed up sometimes because we try to be like other people or try to be what we see. And again, there's nothing wrong with getting inspiration. Okay, there's nothing wrong with getting ideas. There's nothing wrong with seeing things and wanting to do something similar. Like I tell y'all, I get inspiration a lot from different people and, that who give me ideas, because seeing is believing, right? When you see stuff, you believe it. When you see it, you know that it's possible for you. So seeing is definitely believing. However, like I was saying last week about, having those ideas and allowing the Lord to manifest those things in you and to grow the desire in you and allowing him to bring it to pass in his own way. That is what we have to be patient about. Okay. You can't see something in somebody else and want to be that exact, because then you're basically telling the Lord you're not creative enough. You know what I'm saying? You basically tell God that, Lord, this is only one way to do this. And that's not so. Because when you do that, you disregard the very you that God has created. You disregard the unique person that you are when you try to do the thing that someone else is doing the very same way. Now, there's a lot of people that's doing the same things, but when you do it, it should be different. It should be a different touch. It should be a different spin. People should notice that, dang, a lot of people may have this type of business, but when you did it, it was different. You know what I'm saying? So you want to stay in your own lane. Staying in your own lane, first of all, keeps you at a place where you're seeking the Lord through everything, where you're truly seeking him for direction. You seeking him for the next step. You seeking him through the planning process, through all of it. Because when you begin to look to your left and to your right, that's how distractions happen. That's how discouragement happen. Because then you start comparing yourself. You start looking at other people and feeling like, man, they doing it like this, or they successful over here, or it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. One thing you got to understand, people walk is different. Every last one of us have different walks. My life is different than yours. My journey is different than yours. You know what I'm saying? But you don't know what I've been through to get to where I'm at, just like I don't know what you've been through to get to where you at. So it may have looked like we started on the same path, or it may have looked like we're doing the same things, but there is things I have been through that I haven't talked about, that I haven't shared. Years of, praying, fasting, and seeking the Lord. Like, there's things that I have done behind closed doors that no one knows about. And maybe the success that you may see in me, like I said, you may feel like, well, we should be on the same level. You can't compare that. You can't do that. Just like I can't do that to somebody else, to people that's younger than me. Like, there is people that's way younger than me who are on paths that I feel like, I do feel like, dang, I should be there. Somewhere in a sense, like, why am I still here? I should already be there. But then I got to think about it too, like, the path that they was given and the path that they on is not the same path that I have. Like, I've truly had to work for everything that I have. I have truly had to get it out the mud. You know what I'm saying? That's why I say I get it out the mud so my kids will never have to. Nobody laid a foundation for me. When I left home at 18 years old, nobody was there to hand me a hand and pull me along and guide me step by step. It has been me and the Holy Spirit. I joined the military when I was 18. I was going on 20 when I got saved. Yeah, 19 to 20. I was going on 20 when I actually got saved, 20 years old. But even then, I was still so young that, God had to really train me in a lot of things in my life and a lot of areas in my life that to this day I am still learning and still growing. So my 20s was, I'm 37 now, but like my 20s, it was all about serving God. I got married young right after I got saved. I was really young, got married, had both of my kids, got divorced right away from that situation. So really like my 20s was being a single mom, raising my kids, and I was committed to ministry, like completely serving in ministry, just focused on God, really. But also through that time, I was dealing with a lot of hardship of, getting out the military, then trying to figure out life outside the military, trying to make ends meet here, trying to learn how to live like a civilian, live in a civilian world, when I'm used to making a military paycheck. There were so many adjustments and so many things that I had to go through that, again, nobody warned me about. And I don't blame nobody. It's my journey. I'm just explaining to you that why I don't get discouraged when I see younger people thriving and striving when I was at that age and I was struggling and, still find myself going through things. But my journey was not handed to me. Nothing about my life was given. Nothing about success, in my walk was passed down to me. Like I've had to work hard for everything and still trying to figure things out that the path has not been laid for me. Like I'm a trailblazer. I am a trailblazer, and I have come to understand that because I'm laying the path for my children so that when they get older and they, get grown and have their own families, like I'm laying the path for them that they don't have to lay down for their children. Like I'm setting this foundation now. Like, will I ever see the fruits of my labor come to pass? I don't know. Would I ever really see the manifestations of what I'm working so hard from? I don't know. But what I do know is my kids at 37 years old will not be where I'm at. They're going to be so much further than I could have ever imagined myself, because they have me to guide them and to carry them and help them on this journey and to lead them, give them direction, give them sound advice, and for them to trust me along their journey, means a lot, because I'm able to pour into them and share with them things that only I as their mother can do. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just saying, like, I didn't have that for myself. So again, I don't look at other people and feel discouraged. I don't look at other people and compare myself. And I have done that before, but I know how dangerous it is, which is why I'm talking about it, because it's very dangerous to do that. Remember, your journey is your journey. You may have had to go through some stuff, some mental battles or some, traumas that you've had to heal from, which is why you can't feel like you either can't move ahead or why you can't get to where it is you're trying to get to, because there are things that God is still trying to work out in you, and he's not going to take you to the end result without processing you. That's why it's called the process. That's why it's a process, why it's a journey. Serving the Lord is not about, getting to the finish line. It's about the process. It's about who you're becoming as you're trying to get to the quote unquote finish line. The finish line is literally just the next goal of what you see, because you really ain't at the finish line till you fulfill your purpose and God has called you home. So the finish line is to you is what you see your next move is. It's like, okay, this is what I'm working so hard to get to. Well, in that journey, the Lord is processing you till you get there. And guess what? When you get there, there's another process. There's another journey, because there's going to be another goal, another finish line that you're trying to get to. And that is just in life, and that is the way life works. So be careful not to compare yourself and look to the left and to the right at somebody else who may be the same age as you, or, maybe whatever, and you feel like they are further ahead of you in life. Y'all had different paths. Even if you siblings, you know what I'm saying? Sibling, and then that's crazy too, because you can be siblings raised in the same household and be on completely two, three different paths. And guess what? It's okay, because y'all had your own journey. Y'all have your own experiences. Y'all had your own life hiccups and downfalls and failures and successes. Like, everybody have their own story. Everybody have their own testimony. Everybody have their own journey. You got to be careful to stay in your own lane. Worry about yourself, for real. You know what I'm saying? Like, you truly can only worry about you and where you at. And again, if you're not at a place that you want to be, what do you need to do to get there? What are the things you need to work on to get there? What path do you need to take? Most of the time, it really just come down getting still with the Lord and praying and really seeking his face to find out what the next step is. But we don't like to do that. We don't like to do that because it seems it requires something out of us to sit still and wait on the Lord, to really wait on his instruction, wait on his direction. So it's easier to almost do what we think. But then where have that gotten you? You know, I was talking to my friends the other day, and me and her be having good conversations. And we was just talking about certain things, and I just had just be real with her, like, okay, you made the decision and you've done this, and this is what has happened before. Where have that gotten you? Where has it gotten you? You just got to get to this point to realize the decisions I've made up to this point, if they haven't gotten me further ahead, I got to really sit with myself and figure out, okay, where has that gotten me? If it ain't getting me to the place where I'm trying to get to, I need to sit my butt still and seek the Lord. Go on the fast, go on, pray and really getting that word. I'm speaking to myself too. You know what I'm saying? Like, really just seeking his face, like, okay, Lord, if this is not it, or I'm not on the right path, or I have gotten myself here and it's not working out for me, what should I be doing? He's not going to steer you wrong. God is too creative. He is too creative to watch you be a copycat. He's too creative to watch you do what somebody else doing the exact same way. He's too creative for that. You got to trust that the Lord will lead you on your own journey. He have a specific path for you. But will you take the time to allow him to process you to get there? And will you take the time to seek his face so that he can show you, and you're not playing this guessing game for the rest of your life? And that way you're walking in the call and the purpose and doing exactly what you're supposed to be doing. Amen. So I just want to encourage you on today to stay in your lane. Truly stay focusing on what God is sending you. Stay focused on what's ahead of your journey. Don't worry about nobody else's journey. Don't worry about what somebody else is doing. You're going to stress yourself out. You're going to get discouraged. It's just going to cause for unnecessary mental battles that you're going to put yourself through because you are worried about somebody else, what they doing, how they doing it. You know what I'm saying? Whether it be even and this isn't everything on your weight loss journey, on your exercise journey, your fitness journey, financial journey, your true purpose and call journey, where you live in, everything, every area of your life, stay in your own lane. Like right now with my kids, my baby, I don't know. Well, I do know because she told me. But this little girl then recently started getting really into the fitness and really wanting to eat healthy. She put me on a diet. But guess what? I love it because I told my kids it has been hard for me. Although I'm really fit and I'm in fitness, when it comes to my weight, I'm not where I want to be and have not been in a while. But I know once I get focused on my eating plan and really my nutrition, it'll all change. However, I tell my kids, y'all are my biggest distraction because it's hard mentally to do everything that I'm doing, then try to come home and make 2 different meals and trying to get my stuff together, meal plan, do all that on top of making sure they eat good every day. You know what I'm saying? It's too much. So it's easier to just go along with it, and I try to get my stuff in when I can. But because my baby been on this journey and she's trying to she helping me. And I was telling her this is what's going to really help me, because if y'all can not that I want them to be on a diet or nothing, but the healthier y'all want to be and decide to be, the easier it's for me to stick on my plan, because I can cook the same meals for all of us and don't feel like I'm depriving y'all from anything or making y'all feel, like, y'all can't have the eat what y'all want to eat. Now, my oldest baby, she ain't got time for it. She said, don't y'all put me on that. I don't want no parts of it. And guess what? I'm not finna force her. But at least with one of them, my baby, her helping me and us doing this together, like, I know I'm gonna see a lot of changes in my physical stature, which and I'm happy about that. But I'm just letting you know, like, I don't care what nobody else is doing. I'm not worried about nobody else, how they look and what they doing on their journey. I have nothing to do with that because I know what's holding me back. I know what I'm going through mentally, physically, emotionally. I know what the things that I'm going through that's keeping me from doing it. It's not just my kids. There's a lot of other factors, but they do play a big part. But I know what I got going on. And when I know when I get on my journey and really get to my fitness, physical level like I want to, I'm it's gonna be because that's what I want to do and not because I'm looking at nobody and comparing myself to other people. Because I don't care what other people got going on. I cannot. And I just want you to do the same thing and not care what nobody else got going on with their life. Worry about yourself. You know what I'm saying? And that's my whole thing. Stay in your lane. Amen. Stay in your lane. Worry about you. Do what God called you to do. Keep your eyes focused on the Lord. Okay? Keep your eyes focused on what's above and not beneath. Keep your eyes focused above. Okay? And let the Lord lead your footsteps. Let him walk this journey with you. Let him be your direction in this season. And again, look up to people. Again, admire people and get inspiration from people. But let them be a guide. Let them be something you look forward like that. I can't wait to get there to that type of level of success, or I'm looking forward to looking like that, or I'm looking forward to that. Let that be a guide, but don't make it your ultimate goal to be what you see or be exactly who they are. Because that's not who God called you to be. He didn't call you to be a copycat. He didn't call you to look, act, or be like anybody but the person he created you. Love on you, take care of you, and stay in your own lane. God knew who he made when he created you. So keep your head up, okay? Because you are special, you are unique, you are awesome, you are perfect in God's views. You know what I'm saying? Yes, we all struggle, but you are perfect in his eyes. You are the apple of his eye. You are one fearfully and wonderfully made. And there's nothing nobody can do about it. Not even you. Amen? All right, y'all. I love y'all. Just wanted to bring that quick word. Y'all have a good one. We'll talk again next week. Have a good one. Peace. All right. Thank y'all so much for listening in. Listen, if you get a chance, check out my social media on Facebook. I'm Tawana Talia. On my Instagram, I'm Tawana Motivates. And I also have fitness pages. So I have Instagram, Extreme Hip Hop with Tawana, and also Facebook, Extreme Hip Hop with Tawana. Any of those pages, check my link, the bio in my link, and you're able to see everything else I have going on. I have a lot going on this year. So make sure you click one of the links and get the information. Thank y'all so much for listening in, and I will talk to y'all soon. Peace.